Gaslighting isn't random. It's not a spontaneous outburst or a momentary lapse in judgment. It's a methodical process, carefully orchestrated and consistently applied. It's a calculated strategy, not a series of isolated incidents. The manipulator builds a structured world, brick by brick, lie by lie. A world where only their narrative makes sense, where your reality is constantly questioned and undermined. They are the architect, and you are meant to live within their design. Each manipulative act is like a brick, carefully placed to construct their version of reality, creating a fortress of control around you, isolating you from your own perceptions and experiences. The walls grow higher with each act of manipulation. A single lie is easy to dismiss, to brush off as a misunderstanding. But repeated, organized deception, carefully planned and executed, is far more insidious. It forms a powerful structure, a foundation of falsehoods that can be incredibly difficult to break down. Gaslighters use predictable techniques, often relying on the same methods to maintain their control. Denial, questioning your memory, making you doubt your own recollections and experiences, and escalating to challenge your sanity, making you feel as though you're losing your grip on reality. Their goal isn't resolution, finding common ground or understanding your perspective. It's dominance, asserting their control and maintaining their position of power. Arguments feel circular and exhausting, going nowhere and leaving you drained. Because you're fighting an alternate reality, a distorted version of events created by the gaslighter. Not debating facts, but battling a fabricated narrative designed to disorient and control you. Recognizing the structure of gaslighting is empowering. It's the first step towards reclaiming your reality. When you see the blueprint, the underlying pattern of manipulation, you gain a crucial advantage. You can start to dismantle it brick by brick, challenging their narrative and reclaiming your own. These tactics are not your fault. You are not responsible for the manipulator's behavior. They're part of a deliberate strategy, a calculated effort to control and manipulate you. Understanding this shifts the power back to you, allowing you to recognize the manipulation and take steps to protect yourself. You can step outside the confusion, the fog of gaslighting, and gain a clearer perspective, and see the manipulation clearly, recognizing the patterns and techniques being used against you. Knowledge is your first tool for breaking free. Understanding the dynamics of gaslighting is essential for reclaiming your autonomy. You're not alone. Many others have experienced similar manipulation and found ways to heal and recover. And you're not to blame. Gaslighting is a form of abuse, and you are not responsible for the abuser's actions. Gaslighters are masters of manipulation, and one of their most insidious techniques is to construct a false reality for their victims. This isn't just about telling a few white lies, it's about creating an entirely new, distorted version of events and experiences. They achieve this using what's called perceptual scaffolding. This is a framework of lies, carefully constructed to undermine your confidence and control. It's built on denials and calculated misdirection, designed to keep you off balance and questioning your sanity. It's built piece by piece, often so subtly that you don't even realize it's happening. It starts with subtle distortions, a slight exaggeration here, a minor omission there. They might start denying things they said or twisting your words to fit their narrative. They might even rewrite history to suit their needs. Over time, these small manipulations accumulate, creating a significant gap between reality and the gaslighter's version of it. This constant barrage of misinformation makes their version of reality seem more stable, more believable than your own, which is constantly being undermined. They might claim others agree with them even if they don't, or subtly suggest that you're the only one who sees things differently. This creates the illusion of consensus, making you feel like you're going crazy and isolating you further from support. The scaffolding becomes so dense, so pervasive, that your own perceptions feel unsupported, shaky, and unreliable. Eventually, you may find yourself, almost without realizing it, relying on the gaslighter to interpret your experiences, to tell you what you saw, what you heard, and what you felt. You start to doubt your judgment, your memory, and even your sanity. You begin to seek their validation. Did that really happen? Am I remembering this correctly? This is the manipulator's ultimate goal, to replace your internal compass, your own sense of direction, with their external structure, their distorted map of reality. Dependency is the ultimate form of control, and it's exactly what the gaslighter is aiming for. The more you rely on their version of events, the more you question your own, the harder it is to break free from their web of deceit and reclaim your own reality. Recognizing this scaffolding, understanding how it's been built and how it's affecting you, is key to regaining your sense of reality and your independence. Trust your own perceptions, even when they're challenged, even when the gaslighter tries to convince you that you're wrong. The first step to freedom is seeing the false framework for what it is, a carefully constructed illusion designed to control you. You can rebuild your own reality, one truth at a time, brick by brick, reclaiming your power and your sense of self. Gaslighting thrives on repetition. Manipulators create ritualized distortions, specific lies or accusations repeated until they feel true. The brain starts to accept repeated messages as reality, wearing down your defenses. These rituals often target your insecurities, like questioning your memory or sensitivity. Over time, you may avoid certain topics to escape the predictable manipulative script. The repetition conditions you to doubt yourself and accept their narrative. Eventually, you internalize these distortions, repeating them to yourself. The gaslighter's voice becomes your inner critic. This is the ultimate success of gaslighting. Their narrative replaces your own. Recognizing these rituals helps you break the cycle. You can reclaim your inner voice by challenging the repetition. Gaslighting turns conversations into scripted interactions. The gaslighter directs the script, always casting you as unstable or irrational. You express a feeling, they deflect and invalidate it, shifting focus to your supposed flaws. The script escalates. If you defend yourself, they accuse you of overreacting or starting a fight. The original issue is lost as you're trapped in their drama. The final act is your exhaustion or capitulation. You give up, apologize, or withdraw. The gaslighter avoids accountability and reinforces control. Recognizing these scripts is crucial. When you see the pattern, you can refuse to play your assigned role. Step off their stage and reclaim your voice. You don't have to participate in their manipulative production. Awareness gives you the power to break the script. Choose your own responses, not the ones they've written for you. That's how you start to regain control. Over time, gaslighting creates a psycho-emotional suppression grid, a cage of repeated lies and manipulative scripts. This grid suppresses your authentic self, replacing your intuition and emotions with the gaslighter's version of you. You begin to police your own thoughts, doubting your feelings and memories. The grid isolates you, cutting you off from outside support. The gaslighter claims only they understand you, strengthening your dependency. Escaping requires reconnecting with your suppressed self and trusting your perceptions again. Every time you validate your experience or reach out for support, you weaken the grid. Freedom comes from dismantling it, piece by piece. Gaslighting affects your body as much as your mind. The constant stress keeps your nervous system on high alert, leading to anxiety, fatigue, and physical symptoms. You may feel dissociated or numb, your body's way of protecting you from psychological pain. This isn't weakness, it's survival. Healing starts with reconnecting to your body. Practices like deep breathing and noticing physical sensations can ground you in reality. Your body often senses danger before your mind does. Listening to these signals is a powerful step toward recovery. The first step to breaking free from gaslighting is recognizing the signs. Persistent confusion, self-doubt, and the urge to document conversations are red flags. To resist, ground yourself in your own perceptions. Keep a private journal to anchor your reality. Seek outside validation from trusted friends or professionals. Sharing your experience out loud can be clarifying and break the isolation. Setting boundaries is essential. Refuse to engage in circular arguments or have your reality denied. State your feelings clearly, even if the gaslighter disagrees. These actions protect your psychological space. Remember, this is about your well-being, not changing the gaslighter. Every step you take to reclaim your reality is a victory. You deserve to trust your own mind. Your truth matters. Healing from gaslighting is a journey back to yourself. It's about trusting your perceptions, feelings, and intuition again. Awareness is your shield. Understanding gaslighting's tactics demystifies the abuse. You're not alone and you're not to blame. Seeking support is a sign of strength. Friends, support groups, and therapists can help you reclaim your reality. The most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. Trust your gut, honor your feelings, and believe your own experience. No one has the right to take your reality from you. The path to healing begins with the decision to trust yourself again.